Sure, you've heard this before that grief never goes away. And in fact, actually, grief waits for you. Grief is very patient. So if you are on a journey of healing in any area or capacity in life, but obviously deception, betrayal, things like that, which is what I deal with, if you don't deal with your grief, it will wait for you. It's very patient. It'll wait for you to retire. It'll wait for you to be in the hospital bed when you have nothing to do. It'll wait for you when you run out of money and you can't buy the drugs anymore. It'll wait for you if you decide you're going to stop overeating. And grief is very patient. It'll wait until you're on your deathbed if need be. So dive into your grief. And the reason I say this is because if you are on a healing journey and you're repairing or rebuilding your relationship after broken trust, it is critical that you find some type of motto or saying or statement if you get a trigger. Now, I'm not talking about those that are in the first 2 years, maybe even 3 or 4, to be honest with you. I'm talking about basically you don't know what you don't know. And just like losing somebody significant, there's always going to be triggers. There's, for the rest of your life, if you're repairing and rebuilding with somebody, there's always going to be triggers. Now, the triggers may not have the impact that they have in your first, couple of years, but there's always going to be reminders. Now, the first couple of years, we don't have reminders. We relive when we have a trigger. But after a while, when we work on it and the years pass, we have reminders. But I'm telling you something, and many of you watching are probably shaking their head yes, because they're 15, 20 years out. You're going to have reminders when you don't even realize it. I ran into an old friend one time, and she was telling me, man, running into you reminds me of when my husband and I were together and we had our broken trust because it was right around the time you and I were doing A, B, and C. We took a course together eons ago, and I haven't seen this friend in a long time, and when we recently saw each other, just my presence was a trigger, and they're out almost 20 years. So it was just a reminder. Wasn't profound, wasn't this. And so I say this because, I don't care if it's 5, 10, 15, 25, 175 years down the road, you're going to get triggered. You're going to get reminders. Again, they're not going to have the impact at all that they have. It's just going to be a fleeting, passing thought. But you might want to have a statement or something like, he or she really put in a lot of work and I'm no longer married to that person. I wouldn't be married to that person. I'm married to a different person who has proven they're trustworthy, they're loving, they have no more ego. I'm passionately in love and forgive the person, remind myself. Whatever your statement or motto or phrase or whatever is, because you're going to have reminders.